ain't nobody real no more.
They ain't real no more.
Body parts bought from the store.
For real.
Everybody got a cash app. His baby mama tryna find out where the cash at. He spent the rent money on the stripper. His boys pumped him up and told him tip her. Them same homeboys trying to get his girl. Then he found that she like girl.
50 the new 30. Tap into the movement at hermuseum.org and Suga-T official YouTube. Let's go.
A lot of content is good. I'm gonna give you another chance because you said a lot there and it was great. But I want to talk about if you had a private conversation, let's just say with these women, a Cardi and a Megan, what would that go like? Being as though you've been where they're at, or let's say somebody else, like what would his conversation be with like a little baby or something like that? So I'm trying to put you in those shoes. What would the conversation be like with these women? Like let us in on a secret conversation that you would have with them if they ever reached out to you.
For sure. Well, I'd love to continue to have an opportunity. I'm always open to working with all women, only because I grew up as the Clique. That was my original group, the Clique. Just in case y'all out here that's listening, Hurricane, but you can call me Slurricane, it's Captain Save-A-Ho. I want to be saved. My crevice got hot, seats sweating all. That hurricane at the window joke, get to make a player fall. Creepy eyes on a sneaky bra. Pump a fool, straight Jekyll, make them think I'm hella raw. Just in case y'all don't know who I am in terms of the group, E40D Shop, Be Legit, my Clique, which is my family group. I was with men the whole time, you know what I mean? And I like working with women. So I've always went after, that's always my first conversation. But sometimes the women don't have that same mindset. You know what I mean? So then it puts me in smash mode. Okay, well, shoot, I'm somebody too. You don't want to work with me? Oh, okay. Well, you don't like women. Okay, that's cool. And of course, I don't like women in terms, just so y'all don't get this twisted. I do have a significant group of males that I deal with that are definitely a part of my movement. I am a heterosexual woman, so that you don't get that twisted about my preference, because I'm saying I like women, because these things, unfortunately, you got to make clear. So definitely, I enjoy the energy of womanhood, of sisterhood, of connecting. So that's always my first conversation. You know what I mean? And depending on how they come at me, a woman or a man, the first thing I want to do is heal them. You know what I mean? Because a lot of women and a lot of males in general, and a lot of people have come to me looking for an answer and trusting me to have a conversation with me that they know won't go nowhere else. And, that they don't have to be ashamed to be real, to be them. So right. I would tell anybody to first come be real with me. You know what I mean? I like reality. I don't want to be away from reality. So, that would be another part of the secret conversation. And when it comes down to these little brothers, my brothers out there, the older men, I'd like for them to be more responsible in terms of at least, support the older women, support us, love on us in the hip hop game. You know what I mean? We generals, respect our G, respect our seasonedness. You know what I mean? Be loyal and remember your foundation, of making sure that we are the ones that deliver life, and we are the ones a lot of times that have went through the dirt and didn't get paid as much as the ones today, because we were original when everybody was trying to figure it out. So we've actually had to survive under those circumstances and make it work. So they got to respect us and appreciate that and applaud us versus looking at us as if we're a problem, because we do use our voice, or we are a voice, or because we mature, and because a lot of us are just not interested in participating in some of this foolishness. You know what I mean? We got to go back home to our children or to our responsible space, and we should be respected for that. We still make the greens and hot water cornbread. We don't want the boxed cornbread, you know what I mean, and the canned greens. How could you be mad about that? So I would just leave that with that group. And then I would, of course, leave the group with the other ones, our young brothers, is, again, same thing I would tell with the ladies. Diversify yourself, know. And another thing, I probably will be ready to lecture them. Why is y'all doing this foolishness and y'all making all this money? Y'all playing with all this stuff. Y'all making all this money, and y'all sitting there funking with each other and acting a fool and keeping all this drama going and stuff. Come on, y'all. Let's be black, of excellence, of blackness. You know what I mean? Try to use your space and your place and your platform to be excellent, or somewhat try. Don't pimp it out and buffoon yourself and
Right.
make this into a whole. Go somewhere to have some peace. You don't have peace in your hood. Rappers can't live in their neighborhood because they get shot because everybody don't understand. You know what I mean? And then you get in this platform to get some money and to get a space, but you got a whole crowd and you act a fool. Don't you want to have some peace in your life? Don't you want to sleep good? Don't you want your soul to be right?
Mhm.
Come on, you more than that, brother. You know what I mean? You got to be a man and show, manhood. We need big daddies out here, to help our children, and you're going to be a father one day if you're not already, and it's not going to be the same. Is this the life you want your grandchild to have? Is it be running around acting a fool, or what? I'm running around here naked and stripping, and that's the only, go to, or somebody running around here with their pants down, pulling a gun and ready to go shoot and rob? Nah, the pleasing of the people is not that serious. Humble yourself and learn and grow and continue to grow your personal development, spiritual development, professional development. It is so important and it's perfectly okay. So if you have to take the time to do that, come to me. I will coach you. You will be so amazed and you will be a whole different person, still being your person. Bam. That's what I would tell them.
Game, giving game by the original woman of hip hop, the lovely Miss Suga-T, CEO, excuse me, and the host of 50, the new 50, her birthday special, the virtual celebration and virtual benefit. We talked about it in the beginning. Let's finish off with it. Talk about it. What should we expect at Suga-T's
Yes.
virtual benefit 50 to new 30?
Yes, absolutely. So it is, once again, it is a total, I'm excited about it because it's an opportunity again to give back, to autism. Autism is again one of my very dear, close populations that is dear to my heart. That is important because a lot of vulnerable populations get left behind,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of them. And a lot of times, I'm not just going to say left behind, but there's a group of autistic people who population of nonverbal, and more, I would say, more inflicted with the condition. They're more lower on the spectrum. That a lot of times mothers are, really working hard to try to stay comfortable. You know what I mean? To keep them comfortable, and they kind of stay out the way. You know what I mean? So our goal is, is for them to come and feel noticed, to feel inspired, to talk about it, to learn. So we have presentations, that's in it. The presentations are going to be really good because people will really learn. Because right now they're just showing autism as one view of autism, but the reality is that there's a few views of autism. There's different types. You have all different types from oh my God, from the type that can't talk to the
Mhm.
type that don't talk, won't talk, don't want to talk, to the type that have seizures. You have some that, have like intermediate explosive disorders. So they can go from 0 to 1. I mean, then you have some that, that talk, really well and that, are extremely intelligent in a different way.
Mhm.
Um, and they actually, have it a little bit easier than the other ones because they can function alone. Then you have some that have what they call Asperger's. And sometimes people kind of just see the Asperger's group of autistic children, and they pretty much don't necessarily represent the ones that are a little bit more harder, that have a much harder time in life because of the work that has to be put in the maintenance that you notice I'm being very careful because you really have to be very careful because if you don't, then people get offended,
Mhm.
because of how you're wording it. But when I say I'm close to it, I'm very, very close, and I will announce it one day. I just don't want to right now, but I've been a part of the community for quite a while, for at least 11 years. And I studied it when I was in psychology years ago, not knowing that I would run across it. So I'm kind of the type that goes after the underdog, and so because we serve vulnerable populations in the Work It project and her museum being our new outreach project, the autistic moms are a part of that population. So if people want to support, they can definitely come to the site and sign up. They can donate. We actually have a little sing-a-thon component where they could actually sign up for the sing-a-thon and be a part um, of helping us unsilence the voice of children who are nonverbal on the spectrum. That's what it represents. And so we, definitely encourage people to come and participate at some capacity, even in a pledge, and show some love, for this group of people that really can use some support and some love, and at the same time come hang out with me. You know what I mean? My 50 to new 30, just being proud of yourself. Celebrate yourself if you are in your 50s, if you are in your 30s, because that means that you can connect and understand that there are people like you that you can connect to as well, for you to grow and support you and help get you further, which is smart. You know what I mean? A lot of people, once again, are very, very afraid to talk about their age. But I am just excited because age just means game. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And a lot of people, don't respect the fact that they don't really respect the fact that they can get more by connecting with generations. You know what I mean? And being able to advance in that way. And so being able to do that, you really are going to have a life of peace. Right now it's a life of fun a lot of times in our 30s, and we start picking up with an understanding that that there's more eventually, that
Mhm.
you can actually have this peace now, and connect with the different generations. So the 50 to new 30 encourages that. And I know it's my birthday. I was just like, oh my God, my birthday. Oh, okay, I'm doing a milestone. But I do a yearly autism benefit every year around the holidays, and we try to find ways to give exposure awareness, inspire families of children with autism. We find out what they would like on their wish list, mainly mothers. You know what I mean? I really enjoy the moms because the moms do all the work, and the fathers. The parents do all the work. They're the ones that have to deal with their children every single day. And not that we don't love our children. We love our children. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? But at the end of the day, they have, it's work, and it's a whole different
Yeah.
world of maintenance from the normal day-to-day common space. In terms, it becomes a norm for them because that, they're, when their child is born into it, that's what they know. But it's definitely not as normal to other people, and sometimes they isolate themselves because they don't want to be a burden on other people, and because their kids cut up real bad, a lot of them. And when I say cut up, I mean they can have a fit at any given time. It could be as little as going to the grocery store and just them not getting a piece of candy that they seen in there, and they could just act a monkey, and you could see, all different ways that they respond to it. So, and at the same time, they need to be applauded, just for, being mothers and parents who stayed, who didn't run, who stayed the course, to be there with their child that has some unique elements about them. So, being able to applaud them. We also have some people that are going to be performing that are giving back. We have CeCe Peniston, Chubb Rock,
Mhm.
Lenny Williams, J.O. Felony. We have Lady of Rage. We have DJ Spinderella. Um, there's a few more. Mystic Man, Tara
Mhm.
Kemp. Of course, I'll be doing a special presentation of a PSA that I made. That is you guys will get a sneak preview here. Unsung is exclusively giving you the preview. Hip Hop Uncensored, excuse me, Hip Hop Uncensored podcast will be hooking you up. So again, you'll be able to get an exclusive of this exhibit that I created for my birthday. It's a birthday song that is connected to 50 being the new 30 and just what it really is about, that everybody can just kind of enjoy in that big mama talk. You know what I mean? And I think that it's going to be a really nice benefit for people to enjoy. It's virtual, just in case, y'all. It's online, so everybody can have access to it. And this is where you go to it right here at the Record Project /events. It'll be streamed on Hip Hop TV, and it'll be December the 19th at 5:30. Again, December the 19th at 5:30, and it will continue to be a series. So it's a great way to connect with our whole series through the 50s and to support a positive cause.
And we'll definitely make sure we had a link in the description box for people to go check that out on December the 19th. We definitely appreciate it, you coming on today and you being involved in such a noble cause, or spearheading, I should say, such a noble cause like kids with autism. I think that's huge.
Indeed.
Great thing.
Indeed.
Yeah, moms, the families, the moms.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you. And the reason why I like to make it stand out, you guys, is because like a lot of people, the kids are great, but if the parents are not okay, it's going to be bad for the kids, meaning that, they might not be able to handle them. They may be frustrated. Some people have left their children. I've seen this one video where this one lady literally left her son at a stream, and it was like she just pushed him in it and left. And It was just like you could see that she was just a white lady. And I don't know if you guys seen that one post. And it was like she literally pushed her and pushed him. He was a big guy. He looked like he was probably in his 20s. She might have just been frustrated because, that group really, they'll fight you. They hit, and get mad, and they don't know, they're not trying to hurt nobody, but they just don't understand. They think different, learn different, and you communicate differently, with them. So the parents really go through a lot, and so that's the reason why, I just distinguish clearly the parents. So wellness coaching, support, my fragrance company, sprinklemeatboutique.com. We have been sponsoring the group, for years, just keeping them with some beauty and wellness products that, encourage them to take care of themselves through the years. And of course, just being able to constantly, just whatever we can find to support their movement, that's our goal, is to make their life more comfortable. Also, so they can be able to keep their children and not just give them away because they're just wore down. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Great.
Definitely appreciate your time. Definitely appreciate your calls. Keep doing the great work, and we'll definitely have you again. Suga-T, the beautiful Miss Suga-T, on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast.